So here's a scramble. When I got the cube, I got it in this orientation. So I looked at this wing first because it's bad. I start with the parity count of 1. Check this wing color to see what I would look for next. 1, then I do an X2 to put that wing in the back. Corresponding wing is right here. It's bad, so it's still 1. And we find red, blue, and then red, blue traces down back to here. So we have to create a new cycle. I believe I created the new cycle starting from this. So this is now 2. We count to here, here. Now it's 3 because this is good. We go here, 4. We find this wing. This is bad, so it's still 4. Then we find the corresponding blue, orange. And then I trace back to here. This is a good wing, so it's 5. So right now my parity count is 5. And then I have to keep track of the solved edges. All 3 of these edges are bad, so that switches my parity to 6, which makes it even parity. This was my starting orientation. I saw my green center over here, and I saw that the blue center was really easy to make down here. My solution for the green and blue centers would influence an odd number of slice moves, so after the first 2 centers were complete, I knew that the parity state would be odd. So I rotate, and then I solve the blue center to the right. In inspection, I also knew there would be a white bar, and then I saw that I had to solve this white center in an odd number of slices, which is a non-standard solution, because if I were to just solve it like that, I would fix centers on an odd number of slices. So what I did instead is, and then just solving the red center up here, form those bars up, and then move the other bar in place. And then you rotate down here. And typically the way that I like to solve my Hoya Cross is to just do some set of moves to get a lot of them in place. I immediately saw there was blue, white, orange, white, and a green, white wing over here. So I knew that if I did R, F, R, U, L2, that would put these 3 wings into place. And so from here, this gives me a good starting point to actually use these 2 centers to pair my Hoya cross edges. So first thing I saw was this orange, white wing, which can do like that. And I do D prime because I knew that there was this blue, white wing over here, and this case is really easy. And by knowing that both of these wings are over here, that lets me do the red cross edge pretty easily with basically 0 pause, since I put that one first, then I do U, and then I put that one in. All right, and then moving on, you can just insert that wing like this. Finally, I do a D prime to kind of align my cross into place. And from here, it's not too hard to solve the last 2 centers while preserving the blue, yellow edge. I just kind of do this first, and then use slice moves to finish my last 2 centers. So I knew this would be here. I didn't know that this red, yellow edge would also be paired, so that was pretty lucky. I tend to slice as U prime, and then I immediately did a Y2. Because these 2 were already solved, I would have to pair kind of all the way in the back. And I also got really lucky here because green, yellow edge is what I needed to pair up, and that was already in place. So I just insert like that. I saw green, orange, and green, orange, so I put these set of this thing in. So I do wide U while rotating Y prime. That way I can insert this edge into the back. And I only have these 3 edges to pair left, which is a pretty easy case. The way it's set up, I can just insert this in the back, pair it up, and then I can insert that next pair, and that solves all my edges. Some of my pair solutions were pretty inefficient. I was turning really fast, but I wasn't doing the most efficient solutions. You'll see. This first pair I did pretty nicely. I did U, sledge, insert in the back. And then I saw this pair next for some reason. So I did it like this. Instead of doing this pair next, I for some reason decided to do this pair. I got bailed out because from here, when I pair up this F12 pair, I can just skip OLO like this. I should have just looked over here and then done U perm from this angle with the U2 AOF. I have this habit of immediately doing a U prime to check if I have parity or not. So I did the U prime, and then I realized that it was just a U perm, so then I rotated over here and did U perm with the U prime AOF.